The Warlocks Motorcycle Club is a one-percenter outlaw motorcycle club that was formed in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1965. It was the first official 1% outlaw motorcycle club founded in Pennsylvania. The club is most prominent in and has significant territory in Philadelphia, Delaware County, South Jersey, and Wilmington, though they also have a heavy presence in the nearby Lehigh Valley. So in this video, we are going to talk about European criminals that shocked the industry, warlocks. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. One example of a warlock's violent streak is the 1988 kidnapping of a rival biker gang leader, retaliating for an attack by the Breed Motorcycle Club on Warlocks members who were drinking at a Pennsylvania bar. Fellow Warlocks kidnapped Breed chapter leader Craig Coyote Gutnecht, tied him up, and beat him repeatedly with the butt of a handgun. The offending Warlocks went to jail once Coyote reported the beating to the police in 1995. A Warlock known as Mudman was convicted of murdering a cop after being pulled over, worried that he would be taken back to prison for violating parole. Mudman died in a prison brawl a few years later. On May 6, 1995, police pulled over Warlocks members Robert Mudman Simon and Charles Shovel Staples at a traffic stop moments after the two had committed a commercial burglary. Simon shot Gonzalez twice in the head and neck, and Gonzalez died instantly. Simon later said he shot Sergeant Gonzalez because he did not want to return to prison. Simon was quickly apprehended, pleaded guilty, and was sentenced to death. At the time of Gonzalez's murder, Simon was barely 3 months out of jail and on parole after a 1981 conviction for killing a woman in Carbon County, Pennsylvania. In 1999, Simon was stomped to death by Ambrose Harris, another death row inmate, in New Jersey's Trenton State Prison. Harris argued self-defense and was acquitted. In 2006, Tommy Zeroff, a former president of the Bucks County chapter of the Warlocks, was arrested on suspicion of possessing 10 pounds of methamphetamine and was sentenced to at least 5 years after pleading guilty to charges including distributing a controlled substance, profiting from illegal acts, and conspiracy. On February 4, 2009, Daniel Dirty Dick McElhenney was arrested under his alias Richard McElhenney after his home was raided by police. Police seized 6 rifles, 10 handguns, and various illegal drugs. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. In October 2008, Pennsylvania State Attorney General Tom Corbett alleged that the Warlocks Motorcycle Club is involved with a methamphetamine manufacturing operation based in Berks County, Pennsylvania. The sting was dubbed Operation Underground. Corbett said the operation manufactured and distributed $9 million worth of methamphetamine throughout southeastern Pennsylvania and possibly supplied to members of the Warlocks Motorcycle Club, which has allegedly been linked to organized crime and drug trafficking. The Warlocks have been the subject of other investigations, and we will continue to investigate the Warlock-Spadafora meth connection, Corbett said. He added that the investigation is continuing and he expects more arrests. Europol's support has resulted in significant successes in member states and cooperating states. In 2013, for example, there was a marked increase in the number of criminal convictions of members of outlaw motorcycle gangs. In the same year, Operation Casablanca resulted in the arrest of 25 Hells Angels members in Spain suspected of serious offenses across a number of European countries. The 2.5-year investigation, which extended to Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, was supported by Europol and Eurojust. The gang was suspected of committing assault and attempted murder, trafficking in human beings for prostitution, kidnapping, threats, extortion, drug trafficking, illegal possession of firearms, money laundering, fraud, the forgery of documents, and corruption. The main driver for OMCGs to expand is feared to be the desire to increase their role in particular criminal markets by opening chapters in strategic locations, for instance along the trafficking routes for drugs, weapons, and human beings. Merely establishing a chapter on the turf of another OMCG is interpreted as an act of provocation and is likely to result in violent confrontations and retaliation. The Nordic biker wars of the 1990s serves as a compelling example of the capacity for extreme violence resulting from an increased concentration of OMCGs in Europe. The main threat to public safety associated with OMCGs stems from their propensity to use extreme forms of violence. This includes the use of automatic rifles like Kalashnikovs and explosive devices such as grenades, and the indiscriminate nature with which this violence is often used in open conflicts between rival groups. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video.